Hey there, Leo, Sun, Leo, Moon, Leo, Rising. Welcome to the reading for Monday, February 6th through Sunday, the 12th. You're hot off of that full moon that just happened. For some of you, it's happening today. That was pretty powerful. I do think there's a little bit of an energetic, always after a full moon, there's like this moment where we kind of have a drop in our energetic level, so you might need a little more caffeine at the beginning of the week. But you are being encouraged here to. I am mindful at all times, and I live only within each moment I have. So hold on, let me just. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's going to be a busy week. There's a lot happening here. You have a lot of things coming at you, and it might feel a little bit overwhelming as you're trying to figure out how to manage. Wow, all this energy. Hold on, Leo. This is big. Oh, it's really big. Okay, I want another card on that, please. You have the Devil. Is in an interesting position. So this Devil is about temptation. This Devil is about not wanting to make a change because you're comfortable with where you are, or you're in the middle of a change and this looks like the easy way to go, the easy path. I'll give you a for instance on that. I'm picking up very strongly this energy here of there was a young couple that was getting married, and the mother-in-law said, oh, let's convert the attic into an apartment for you, and then that way you won't have to pay rent. And the future son-in-law said, oh, that sounds like a great idea, thinking that, then they would save all that money. But living under the rule and the thumb of the mother-in-law, who treated them like children and not like they were starting a new life together, turned out to be more bondage. And so it's something like that, something that seems easy. It feels like an easier choice or decision to make. It seems like the easy way to go. It's either because it's comfortable, or it financially feels better, or I don't know. It's like if it seems too good to be true, take another look. So to clarify that Devil, we have the King of Wands and we have the Three of Wands. This totally feels like your energy. And so it's about, I think, the important thing here this week, there's a lot of cards here and we're going to go over all of them, but I feel like the struggle to complete a cycle with the World card in the area of the challenge, and this Devil here kind of offering all the goodies, money and treats and everything, and wouldn't it just be easier to stay where you are? Whether that's like a job or, I don't know, it's something really big. It's something karmically, a lesson that you're supposed to be working your way through. Because here we have you standing in your power, the King of Wands and the Three of Wands, creating the magic and bringing in what you want. If you look at this, it's like he's mapping out the way to go and then taking the action. The Three of Wands is the lower vibrational energy. Well, not lower, but it's echoes the vibrational energy of the Empress energy. So this is the manifesting and creating. And the King of Wands is creating, and he's open to grand ideas and can manifest on a very broad scale. And there are a lot of Wands energy here. And so there is this thing it's a big, huge cycle that it's a struggle to let go of because there's something about it that feels safe. But is it too safe? It feels like, I don't know. That goes there. Overall energy is the Knight of Wands. That's you gathering your strength and getting ready to go into battle, right? That's totally you. He's got his wand and he's down here and he's swirling it up and getting ready. Here she's swirling it up to bring in the magic. But here it's like, I got to go slay that dragon. I got to go into battle here with a situation. And it's a change. It's a change. Oh, it is taking some kind of it's a paradigm shift. It is something that you always thought that was supposed to be this way. It's going to go this way. This is how it's going to be. So I'm going to live here. I'm going to have this job. This is my group of friends. They'll always be my friends. I'm always going to be in this career. I'm always going to do this. I'm going to have this. It's something where you've like really tried to settle in and lay down ground with this King of Pentacles energy here, like having your cake and eating it too, having everything you want, and realizing it was a trap of some sort, or you've changed. Because this Hierophant here that comes with this Knight of Wands, because I was trying to understand what the Knight was doing, this Hierophant, this is not the Pope. This is a complete shift in how you view spirituality when you go from a male pope to this female that's leading in meditation and yoga here. It's a whole other kind of shift. It's a broader view. It's seeing the whole picture, not just what's right in front of you, not just what's comfortable and easy. Because the key to the situation is you're trying to tame a lot of things at once. We got this 8 of Wands and the look on her face like, oh my God, I can't believe all that stuff is coming at me. And how can I organize this and make this work better? And the action really with these 2 kings here is really to remember your ability to manifest and create. And you don't need anything handed to you. You have all the power and you can do this. You can do this for yourself. And so, whereas you've been trying to get it all right here, right? The the 10 of Pentacles is the having it all. You know, the emotional, mental, physical abundance, right? This is what you've been having on your mind. If you start thinking of yourself as being abundant, then you will manifest the abundance for yourself. It may not come in the way that you think it will. And there's such Taurus energy attached to this whole reading because we got this king here and this Hierophant. And so that's Venus's energy. And Venus is going to spend from June until October in your sign. And she's going to help you to feel this way, to empower yourself, to believe in yourself. And so I think right now you're still in the struggle. Because we have this Hanged Man in the energy of what's draining your energy. Is this indecision, trying to see things from another paradigm? Or maybe you're starting to see things from another paradigm and it's like not quite ready to think of the Hierophant this way yet. Non-traditional. Because this is very traditional, this 10 of Pentacles. This is very traditional. This is not. And so I feel like you're getting ready to make a big shift, a big change from what your traditional way of thinking, your traditional way of being, or maybe the way the family's always done something, or maybe the way a company has always done something. So maybe you work for a company and you can see that there needs to be some changes and a shifting, and maybe you're trying to take the company to be more green, and it's this big shift in this, and it'd be easy, right? It'd be easy to sit there in the green, fat and sassy, the way things have always been. The way you're going to transform the situation is figuring out, who resonates with you on a soul level? So who sees your vision and shares it? Who shares your vision? And also, I think if you reach back into friends, co-workers, people you grew up with, family, there is somebody from the past that sees things the way you do as you move forward. Because we have the Six of Cups here. It also could be that you're mentoring somebody. Like somebody has come to you, because this is very much a mentoring card also. Somebody has come to you and said, I would like to change this in the company. And you're like, okay, well, I'm kind of the boss. Either you're in charge of a department or a group of people, whatever. Let me see how we can work together. How can I teach you what it is you want to know to make this change? And so that's one of the storylines here. But this is what, over here, this full moon in your sign shook some stuff up. And I really want to encourage you to let it go. So it is either a financial disruption or an energetic disruption. It's got you staying up all night. In the heart space, we have the Nine of Swords. But the Nine of Swords in this one, you can see the sun's coming up. There's a bird singing. It's a cardinal. A cardinal says, stand in your power. Singing in the morning, saying, stand in your power. Wake up, wake up. Wake up to who you are. Don't let this happen. Don't let the easy way lure you into the wrong path. Change is not easy. Change is hard. There's a difference between being in flow. You can be in flow, but sometimes you go over the rapids. Being in flow is not the lazy river. Definitely not this year. This is a year where it takes willpower and strength to focus our actions in the direction of our innermost intentions. And if you get lazy about it, it creates more obstacles. There is a reward for working hard this year. So, in the area of resources, so this could be your physical energy, your mental, emotional, spiritual, and financial energy. Okay? So, it's going to be a little different for each of you. Could be a combo. You have the Ten of Swords. But I want you to look at this Ten of Swords. The problem is running away. It's leaving. She's totally stabbed. She's down, but she is not out. The sun is coming up, and she's reaching for her broom. That situation is done. She's not done. And if you will reach for the broom, you can fly away from that situation, and then this will be you sitting on a beach celebrating and tossing your hat up in the air like a graduation. It is about having a vision for the future and knowing that you are totally capable of manifesting and bringing in. I am mindful at all times and live only within each moment I have. So the question becomes, when you have all these Eight of Wands going on, what can I do in this moment that is in alignment with my overall goal and plan? And you do need an overall goal and plan. This king definitely has that. And she is like, what can I do in this moment right now, to manifest and bring in my dreams, right? The ships. And so this battle you're gearing up for, it almost feels like it's a battle inside of yourself to not give up on yourself and your goals and your dreams. That whatever took you down, you don't let it win. And this full moon was a tough one, and I'm sure it brought a lot of clarity. So when that moon gets into Virgo this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's definitely about being discerning and deciding, but it is not it is not about being harshly critical of yourself or others, okay? It's just assessing the situation for what it is and determining what needs to happen next. Look at this. You have the storm field. See that tornado in both of those? Big shift, big change. Things are blowing around in your life. Things are not going to end up the way they were. And so allow this change to happen. I don't think you can stop it. What you can do is not let it allow you to feel defeated or pushed back or belittled or small. Right? Rise. Rise. And create the world you want to live in. And if you really focus on how do I make this moment I'm in right now better? So, you wake up in the morning, your hair is hanging in your face, you got sleepies in your eye, you didn't sleep well, your face is all swollen up from crying. What can you do in this moment to feel better? Start the coffee pot, grab a cold washcloth, put on some meditation music while the coffee's brewing. Put that cold washcloth over your face to take down the puffiness and relax for a few minutes. And think about nothing except the fact that you're healing. And then the coffee's ready because you can smell it. So what do you do in that moment? You get up, sip on the coffee, start running the hot shower so you can feel better. Pick out your nicest clothes, do your hair. What can you do in this moment to feel better, right? Go for a walk. Take a deep breath. Pause. Pay a bill. Go to work. What are you in this moment, every moment? Because if you look at the big picture, it might almost feel really overwhelming. So bring it down to bite size. This moment, right now, what can I do? This moment. This Three of Wands here, she is the lower echo of the Empress energy. She is the creator energy, and you have the goddess. So when that moon moves into Libra, and that's in the energy of choice and decision making for you, in the middle of the week, Thursday and Friday, really great communication energy. It's the energy where you could really have a nice flow of communication and ideas. Great for work. I do think, though, it's a day where it's going to be important for bosses to be collaborating and not ordering people around for it to be the most successful. It says, honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, and love every part of you. The goddess. See the goddess within. And you have the card of innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, and live with a childlike sense of wonder. And it's time for you to give back to yourself. And this could be what the Six of Cups is about here, right? The childlike wonder. Like, go and do something that feels comforting and you enjoy it. For me, and this may not be for you at all, but for me, a walk in the woods takes me back to my childhood because I grew up playing in the woods literally every day. We had acres and acres and acres to play in. And so when I go for a walk in the woods and I just sit and I smell it and I hear it and I look for the deer and I watch the tracks and I do those things, it takes me back there, and it is, for me, it's so calming. What works for you? What kinds of a thing did you do? Did you used to like to ride your bike? Maybe it's time to consider investing in a new bike and giving yourself permission to do something you really enjoy doing because it reminds you of your carefree days. It's a really tough week because it feels like a week of integration. Okay? So that means I feel like the storm, it's already happened, or you're in the middle of it, you're in the middle of it. I don't think that you aren't aware of what I'm talking about. Okay, the big shift and big change is happening. or it's happened and you're finding your balance. Because the Ten of Swords where it is, it tells me you're aware of this and that it's time to let a cycle complete. And it is important that you give yourself the time and the space and the grace to move through this energy in a way that works for you. And so it's the one foot in front of the other. What can I do right now? What can I do right now? I went through a really devastating breakup when I was like 20. I went to bed for 3 weeks, no lie, did not get out of bed. And then one day I'm like, I can't keep living like this, eating popcorn and watching soap operas. So I got up and I took a shower. Then I went back to bed. And the next day I got up and I went for a walk. And I went back to bed. And then I got up and I took a shower and I went for a walk. It was like that. And then one day I'm like, I really should get a job. So I got up and took a shower, went for a walk downtown, and bought an interview outfit. It just was a process. This is your process. Honor it. You have a lot of cards here. Like you have the card of stillness, but in the stillness, you have the miracle of change because you have the card of change and transformation. Give yourself the space and the grace to allow the miracles to come in, to allow the shift to happen. It's happening. You can't stop this change. The change is happening, whatever this is. I mean, and as I say that, for some of you, it could just simply be that you're going through the change, right? The menopause, and it's a one day you feel good and the next day you feel crap, right? Or actually 1 minute to the next, right? So however that works for you, but honor the moment that you're in and nurture yourself and give to yourself what you need. And if you're relying on someone else to do it, I feel it feels like a trap. I think this is the time where you need to stand in your own power. Because the power, everything you need is inside of you. That's what you should be tapping, right? I am mindful at all times and live only within each moment I have. And within each moment, there is an opportunity for yet another miracle to occur. In this moment, I feel good. That's a miracle. In this moment, I feel comforted. That's a miracle. And so you can create multiple miracles throughout your day, which allow you to transform and integrate this big change that you're going through. And I'm telling you, when Venus moves into your sign, she is there to help. And it might be a little uncomfortable at times. But when she exits your sign, you will come out the other side a better version than you went in. A more empowered, more Leo version. All right? You guys take good care. I'm on Facebook every day. Be good to you.